National Mall, often called America's front lawn, the massive expanse of green that stretches from the steps of the United States Capitol to the Washington Monument has been an enduring symbol of America's grandeur ever since its construction more than a century ago. As our nation's favorite gathering place, the mall has borne witness to countless notable events in history. From the massive rally at which Dr. Martin Luther King declared, "I have a dream," to July 7, 2007, when the mall hosted one leg of the worldwide Live Earth concert celebration. On any given day, the mall serves joggers, picnickers, strollers, and ball players. Events such as protests, gatherings, and festivals are held constantly, often several times a day. In all, the National Park Service estimates that more than 25 million people walk on America's front lawn every year, meaning, in the words of one official, we're loving the mall to death. Actively searching for ways to improve the trampled, weed-ridden appearance of the nation's most visible grass, the National Park Service turned to safelawns.org.
As part of the National Mall Plan, we're looking for better ways to manage the resources that we are charged with protecting. Right now, we do have a difficult time keeping the grass alive, green, and healthy on the National Mall because the National Mall gets a lot of use. We have a huge amount of soil compaction and the grass doesn't survive very well. If this is a way that we could have a higher viability of our grass, then it would be a good thing. It means that we would replace the grass less often, and it means it would be greener more of the time, which would make us happy and would make the users of the National Mall, all the park visitors, happier.
As a 2-year experiment, part of the mall's lawn will be maintained using our proprietary organic products and techniques. Another section of the mall, measuring 2 acres, was literally plowed under and rebuilt during a week-long project in September of 2007. Safe Lawns and Landscapes directed the entire process, from chisel plowing and rototilling the hard-pan soil that was virtually impenetrable at first pass. From there, we added compost, more than 450 yards of it, as the basis of our organic transformation. Our crews and subcontractors added our trademark Safe T to inject life to the virtually dead mall soil. And we followed that with gypsum, humates, microbial soil conditioners, and organic fertilizers. We finished the job with a liberal coating of drought-tolerant grass seed, covered with more compost, and commenced with daily watering until this section of the mall looked lush and green. Partnering with Safe Lawns and Landscapes, the Environmental Protection Agency of the United States is evaluating the organic renovation on the mall. The EPA's hope is that the nation's lawn care standards will be improved as a result.
When we heard that Safe Lawns and the Park Service were doing a project down at the mall, especially around the concept of being organic and using compost teas, we thought it would be an interesting opportunity to go down and provide kind of a science backstop to the project, to like an independent evaluation of how the project's going and what data you expect to get from it. And from our perspective, you know, we register and re-register and analyze a lot of pesticide data, and we use that information to make regulatory decisions and risk management decisions. But independent of that, there's a small group that likes to go sort of beyond those minimum limitations and really see if we can raise the bar in best practices and integrated pest management ideas. And we feel the project really fits well with that.
After just 6 months, Safe Lawns and Landscapes co-founder Todd Harrington personally examined the conditions on the mall and declared the first phase of the project an overwhelming success.
The results of it, but we got just an awesome amount of root mass. You can see it. See all the roots there? Really thick, fibrous roots. And even it's penetrating all the way through the clay. As I break through the clay, you'll see the roots. See the roots there? Isn't that a beautiful thing? Look at that. Incredible. Look at the roots. Okay? You see that? That is a rarity. And I contribute a lot of that because of all the organic material, the compost, and the organisms starting to break up this clay. So obviously the biostimulants are really doing their job, helping those roots penetrate this really hard soil.
The lush conditions proved to be a magnet for Frisbee and football games and visitors from all across America who truly seem to appreciate the Safe Lawns approach to growing beautiful grass.
It looks like it has the softest grass.
Yeah, so good for your feet?
Yeah, it's really soft. There's nothing on it, nothing prickly. It's just really soft, really fun to play.
What about the rest of the mall?
Not as green.
It's not, yeah, it's not as even. This is just really nice.
Yeah. You like it?
Very comforting on my toes.
And there's really good scenery on both sides.
So definitely noticed that it was richer and thicker, this plot of grass, from the place where we were standing earlier. I think that there's definitely some benefit to using organic products, and we're homeowners out in San Diego, and we try to avoid using the chemicals to treat our lawns, and try to make a difference that way. From an environmental perspective, we are definitely concerned about the future that we hand off to our daughters, and we'll also have pets, and we want to make sure that we're not being too harsh on the environment or on their future.
With the mall looking its all-time best, media outlets across the nation have been calling almost daily to talk about the innovative Safe Lawns techniques.
Paul Tukey, thank you for heading down from Maine by way of Washington, D.C.
You're working on a project right now with the National Mall. Tell us about it and how it got started.
We're very, very excited. Looking out at the National Mall, and if you've been there, it's the most godforsaken looking grass you've ever seen in your life, because you get 25 or 30 million visitors a year trampling it to death. Our mission is to prove that organic solutions to lawn care are safe and effective. With tents and tramplers of all types returning to this section of the mall by the spring of 2008, this organic experiment will truly be put to the test. With more than 20 years of experience, however, it's a test we expect to pass with flying colors. The organic lawns will recover faster, get by with less water, and most importantly, be safer and look better. This is, after all, America's front lawn, and Safe Lawns is proud to put the organic polish on the crown jewel.